and welcome to healthyhouseplants.com, where we teach you all about gardening in the great indoors. If you'd like to support our show, please use our Amazon affiliate link below. Today, I'm going to answer the question, what does NPK mean? You'll see NPK ratios on the front of fertilizers, such as my Green Gourmet houseplant food. The NPK on this food is at the very bottom, or almost at the very bottom there. It's 332. So what those three numbers on fertilizer bags represent are NPK, nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium, okay? So it's a set of three hyphenated numbers. It's on fertilizer bottles, fertilizer bags, etc. It signifies the analysis of the food. These numbers stand for the nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium content of the fertilizer itself. And as mentioned, it's commonly referred to as NPK. These nutrients are found in complete organic fertilizers and other fertilizers, as well as chemical fertilizers, and are critical to plant growth. However, if you've been watching my videos, you will know that I am a proponent of organic fertilizing. So, as mentioned, however, all fertilizers have an NPK ratio. There are certain specific fertilizers, specialized fertilizers, such as things like worm compost, for instance, alfalfa meal, that will have a bit of a different NPK. Sometimes some of those products, and so for instance, feather meal is another one. Those sorts of products may only have nitrogen, so they only may have the N in them. Other more complete fertilizers, what is known as complete fertilizers, have all of those macronutrients: nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium. So what do each of those macronutrients do for your houseplants? Nitrogen is key in the production of chlorophyll. This major nutrient stimulates leaf growth and keeps foliage green. A lack of nitrogen is the most common nutrient deficiency. It stunts a plant and causes leaves to yellow. Older foliage turns completely yellow, dries, and falls off. A lack of nitrogen is the most common nutrient deficiency that you will find. Okay, so the second number in this set of three numbers, phosphorus. Phosphorus is responsible for promoting a sturdy plant structure, healthy root growth, and abundant flowering. Without sufficient phosphorus, you won't have blooms on your plants, you won't have fruit because there won't be any blooms on plants, and plants will lose their overall vigor. Potassium is the third number in that set of three major nutrients. Potassium, as mentioned, the K stands for potassium. Potassium is an all-encompassing nutrient that plays a really important role in photosynthesis for plants and water and nutrient management. It also strengthens plants against pests and diseases. Potassium deficiencies often show up on the margin of large leaf plants. They will get brown and dry and brittle. The plants will also be having a tendency to succumb to pests and diseases as well, because they're in that weakened state without the potassium. And remembering too that the potassium helps with the nutrient absorption and management. So without that, the plant isn't taking up even other types of nutrients in the soil because of the lack of potassium. So really big, important one too. As mentioned, all three of these, nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium, are vital to plant growth. There are minor nutrients, as mentioned, that are also important to plant growth. But overall, if your plants have these three nutrients, they're going to be doing fairly well. The minor nutrient deficiencies show up as smaller problems. They can become big problems if the minor nutrient deficiency is a very very pronounced, but for the most part, if your plants have that NPK, a good source of NPK in the soil, they're going to be doing really well. And as mentioned, those micronutrients are also important, but the NPK, reason it's called the macronutrients or major nutrients is because they are very important. So there you go with answering the question as to what is NPK, or what are those 3 numbers on the front of my fertilizer bag or on my fertilizer bottle. Please let me know if you have any questions at all about fertilizing or any other questions about growing a healthy indoor garden. Thank you for stopping by today. Please leave any comments about any indoor gardening tutorials you'd like to see. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and share this video. And please check the bell if you'd like to be notified when new videos are released.